Tonight from AutoZone Park, Memphis. Tonight from AutoZone Park. AutoZone Park, Memphis 901 FC plays their regular season finale, hosting Indy 11. This is USL Championship Soccer from Memphis. As the regular season wraps up here in Memphis, 901 FC and their faithful looking forward to their first ever playoff run. But tonight, they'll have to take care of business against Indy 11 in the regular season finale. Alongside Tim Van Horn, I'm Tyler Springs. Great to be with you this evening, Tim. This Memphis side incredibly happy about what they've done this year, making a run to the playoffs. Indy 11 on the other side, a little bit disappointing this season.
This is an interesting night because usually the script is flipped. Memphis is usually on the outside looking in. Indy always an Eastern Conference contender, but Memphis sewing up the third seed. Indy playing for pride tonight. And Ben Pierman, he's got a dilemma tonight because he takes no nights off. He wants the 50-point total, which would be an amazing accomplishment, but he also needs to rest players for in case of any suspensions or injuries. He's got a balancing act tonight, and that'll be interesting. And, of course, as I mentioned, Indy playing for pride.
Yes, Max Rogers certainly wanting to prove himself here down the stretch for the Indy 11. In terms of players to watch for the Indy 11, you certainly want to check out Peter Lee Vossel, who had a terrific goal against Tulsa.
Yeah, you know, and Tulsa is one of the best teams in the division. They're going to be a challenge against their Atlantic opponent next weekend. We'll talk about that during the match itself. But Peter Lee Vossel, a great goal. He's got 3 goals on the season. He's got experience with the Jamaican national team, and the more you see him, the more you like him. Now, oftentimes he'll come in off the bench, but he's going to get a rare start tonight. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in a very competitive regular season finale.
And for the 901, Mark Segbers has been terrific at the back, and he was again on Wednesday.
If he's not player of the year, next to Kyle Murphy, I'm not sure. Maybe there's co-players of the year because he means so much to the defense and so much in starting the counterattack. He scores goals, he gets assists, but more than anything else, he helps keep that back line steady. And he's gotten several USL Championship Player of the Week, Team of the Week honors, and I suspect tonight he's going to go out with a bang.
Ben Pierman and Memphis 901 FC going for 50 points in the regular season as they take on Indy 11 tonight from AutoZone Park.
Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
The Great American Furniture and Mattress Outlet has stacked our floors deep and selling cheap. Save up to 70%. Need it now? Our outlets have it in stock and at great savings. Just take a look at these great values. And yes, I said in stock. Save now, have it now. It's all in stock, ready for immediate pickup or express delivery. Furniture, mattresses, accessories you'll love at the Great American Furniture and Mattress Outlets. Perimeter Mall, Memphis, Olive Branch, Mississippi, Germantown Parkway, or shop online at GoGAHS.com.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? Ah! So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Next weekend, we'll talk about that during the match itself. But Peter Lee Vassell, a great goal. He's got 3 goals on the season. He's got experience with the Jamaican national team. And the more you see him, the more you like him. Now, oftentimes he'll come in off the bench, but he's going to get a rare start tonight. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in a very competitive regular season finale.
And for the 901, Mark Centris has been terrific. Back on ESPN Plus, ready to get set between Memphis 901 FC and the Indy 11 as well. Alongside Tim Van Horn, I'm Tyler Springs. The lineups will look a little different tonight perhaps than we normally expect them to tonight, Tim, but you'll see a lot of the younger guys in there for Indy 11. This is kind of what they've gone with the last little while.
Yeah, you know, Jordan Farr has been a mainstay in goal for them this year, but then as you mentioned, you're going to see Peter Lee Vassell, as you said in the previous break, getting a start here. You're going to see Sissoko in there. Jose Garcia, a mainstay. Former Memphis 901 FCer, Reese Buckmaster out on the right wing. He'll get a start, and he'll be flanked by Seacrest on the left wing.
And you may get the chance to see a former Memphian in Liam Doyle in there as well. As for the 901, they are certainly taking a little bit of precaution, sitting a couple of their usual regulars in order to give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, I see a lot of the usual suspects. Oftentimes you don't see Murphy and Salazar at the same time. I think Murphy may not play the entire game. It'll be interesting to see how some of the academy guys who are on the bench tonight, if they get a little bit of experience here in this final match of the regular season of 2021.
We are underway. First touch from AutoZone Park at 6:06 Central Time officially. Just getting started. It is a Memphis 901 side that comes in 13, 10, and 8 on the year. Again, as we noted prior to the match, seeking points 48, 49, and 50 were they to claim a victory this evening. And a harsh tackle just outside the 18 will give 901 a little bit of possession and security.
Yeah, and we were very careful before the match to say that Indy 11 has nothing to play for, because that couldn't be further from the truth. You have a lot of guys that are out there tonight that will be playing for their future. Some of them may be their last professional game. Others might be playing for a new contract. So expect Memphis 901 FC to get an A-game performance out of Indy tonight.
The 901 with control. 44 goals on the season, and coming off a 3-2 exciting victory against Tulsa on Wednesday evening.
Well, that took a lot of pressure off, too. They really needed that. There's interim manager Max Rogers. He would love to have that title removed. You know, this time last year, his counterpart was the interim manager and was looking to have that title removed. And sure enough, it was. And, wow, what a 2021. What a difference a year makes, Tyler.
Max Rogers, an early season takeover this year for Indy 11. Certainly not in a strong position necessarily. And the club has worn it a little bit this year. But he's excited. He said it didn't make him any less want to be a head coach. In fact, it makes him want to be a head coach even more, given this first season that he's had with things a little bit unsettled for the 11. 901 looking to create for their first opportunity. Murphy from the left side. Physical in the box, nothing whistled. Kyle Murphy, incredibly important to this 901 side, led by Ben Pierman, who I think has exceeded almost every expectation that has been put in front of him this season.
Yeah, he has, and he's a little amused with the fourth official right now. By the way, that wasn't him that was jawing at the fourth official. That was assistant coach Devin Rensing, for the record. Ben would never do that as far as you know. He's only been yellow carded 3 or 4 times.
As far as I know, that's right. Indy in their whites, 901 in the dark blue.
He's got to be on his best behavior tonight anyway, speaking of Ben Pierman. Mom and Dad in the stands just below us tonight.
Oh, mercy. Got to put on for the parents. You were talking a little bit earlier. His dad is a pretty big soccer guy, yes?
Yeah. In fact, I would say he's maybe the dean of Michigan youth soccer. Helped start that back in the 70s and helped grow the game. It would not be overstating that he's one of the pioneers of the youth game of soccer in the northern United States. And Ben has 2 other brothers that are involved in soccer as well.
I guess
Ben says he's the best, though.
Here is our Campbell Clinic injury report. You see there a few of them names familiar, particularly Raul Gonzalez out for the year. But you'll also not see Docris as well because there's just a little bit too much to take care of tonight.
Yeah, it's safety first tonight definitely for the playoffs. You want to put your best foot forward next week.
Chance here, first one, but a deflection keeps it out of harm's way. Segber's looking to push high, bent in, and Murphy going flying for it just a little bit over his head.
Well defended by Adewale. He had his hands behind his back on the original ball in. But Memphis 901 FC showing a signal of intent that this is not it may be fan appreciation night, but this isn't a night off.
Out wide. And a whistle with was the flag up there? No, I think the flag was up there. Just a little bit too aggressive from Laurent Kissiedo. You talked about how important Michael Salazar could be to the result tonight. Trying to get something going there from the corner. Unable to do so, but you're right, not been a guy who's played a lot often in conjunction with Kyle Murphy. Interesting to see them both together this evening.
No, and he's been a little bit like Murphy in that he's been streaky now. Now, Kyle Murphy's highs have been higher than Michael Salazar's when you've got 19 goals compared to 6 goals, but Michael's starting to score goals again. I think he's feeling it, and it couldn't come at a better time heading into the playoffs for Memphis.
First playoff run for this franchise. Set up as the number 3 seed coming out of the Central Division. The Indy 11 not able to finish in the playoff picture. 9, 14, and 8 on the season, 35 points. 6th place entering the day in the Central with the top 4 going into the postseason. And it's going to be an interesting postseason ride. Memphis set up to play either Pittsburgh or Charlotte, depending on a lot of the results tonight.
And we won't know until later tonight. We will not know by the end of this match who Memphis 901 FC will be facing. But 2 old school opponents, as far as old school, I guess as far back as, if you consider 2019 old school, both conference foes.
Let's not date ourselves too much now. But certainly the changeover in format, I think. It's been an interesting watch Memphis rise and compete against Lou City, against Birmingham, the heavyweights now in the Central. Take a good look, by the way, at Brady Scott. Not sure how much we'll see of Brady in postseason play. I think probably the desire would be to see not very much of him, and that's nothing against Brady. The intercept might test him right here. Opportunity knocks up front. Vossel had a touch for a moment. To the other side of the 18.
Reese Buckmaster having a go there.
Former Memphis 901 FC player. And the home side able to weather that storm.
See Allen Nguyen on the ball. Allen has been maybe the final quarter of the season. You would have to put him in the top 3 for any kind of MVP consideration for this quarter. He comes in with a bit of MLS experience, but had to integrate himself into the team. And really, if we're being honest, first 3 or 4 games did not look like everything was synced up very well for him. But I have to tell you, in the last month or so, he has fit in, and not only that, but he's made himself available to move from an attacking spot to left back and has acquitted himself really well as we see Drake Fortune go in hard there around midfield area, picks up first yellow card of the match.
Bit of a foolish maneuver there by Dre, but he's been coming on strong late here in the season. A little shin music.
Yeah, that and the little scissor maneuver at the end got him a yellow card. Well, while this match may not have ramifications for the playoffs, now, if you're Ben Pierman, you got to look and see and tell Dre Fortune, Dre, don't do anything dumb in this match.
That's right.
Because next match, if you get a second yellow card and you get sent off, you're going to have to sit that first round game.
Everything matters at this point in the year.
I think maybe even at this point, you just shake the guy's hand. You don't try to tackle him. You just make sure you don't get in any trouble.
Segbers on the dispossession.
Speaking of another guy that's been hot this quarter, Lauren Kisiadu has been terrific, just pulling the strings for Memphis, getting in the right place at the right time, and finding his shooting stride, too. His boots seem to be very comfortable these days when it comes to striking the ball from distance. He's been terrific.
37 chances created on the year, 42 shots for Kisiadu as the 901 work it forward. A little do-si-do there to win it for Indy 11, however momentarily it was. Sissoko trying to go with the wraparound. Sometimes it works.
It has a certain success rate. I don't know if it's heavily endorsed, but it has its moments.
You don't sound like you endorse it.
Hey, I'm in the booth. It takes me 2 trips to Halltail, so I don't endorse very many things that deal with speed.
Vassell will play it back. No scoring done in the first half of Indy's last match, which came against Tulsa, the same side that Memphis saw most recently. Had to wait till the 75th minute for Vassell to rip one from about 25 yards. And it was quite a strike. He's going to try his luck here. And a hopper twice into the arms of Brady Scott.
It's a nice setup by Arteaga with the back heel. Provided a chance for a shot. Brady comes on loan from Austin FC in MLS. And he's still got some growth left in his game, which is exciting because he's already a pretty good goalkeeper. But I think as he gets more reps and gets more comfortable, he's a guy that does have some MLS aspirations that I think that will become realized. And then we'll say we knew him when.
That's right. A lot of hopefuls, particularly when you are on a postseason team, trying to get the exposure as much as possible. Indy trying to build from the back. Arteaga. Pittsburgh underway with Hartford. A result to keep an eye on if you are minding Memphis's future playoff opponent. That one struck toward goal, not really testing Scott at a high level.
I'm not sure if Ben Pierman wants Jeff Caldwell in Hartford to have a good night or not in goal. I'm not sure which one he would prefer.
I hear what you mean.
He's not going to publicly say, because whatever you say is going to be bulletin board material for next week.
Murphy, unable to get connected there. Kisiadu. Laurent Kisiadu, Leston Paul. And now Mark Segber's in a dangerous spot. Salazar, Michael Salazar, and forced in. How about the assist from Salazar, feeding Roland Lamar?
Oh, that was a beauty. At first, the crisscross run, I thought there was confusion. Perhaps that was going to be Kyle Murphy's ball. But for Memphis 901 FC, it looked like it was drawn up on the training ground. They knew exactly what they were doing, and what a way to start the match.
What penetration there by Salazar. I thought he almost got his feet tangled up with Murphy, going down the right side of the alley there.
Oh, what a terrific start to the match. And this is exactly why Memphis 901 FC is a playoff contender. Right place, right time. There's the ball. At first, you thought that they were going to crisscross. Salazar gets it. Could he take the shot? Yeah, but he saw Roland Lama right in through. Lama. No red pajama, but on the way to 3 points tonight for Memphis 901 FC. Great opening goal. The MLS veteran showing why he is, because he plays it so well off the ball. Jordan Farr, no chance.
Jordan Farr learning just how capable 901 FC are here in the 13th minute.
Such a soft touch on that pass, too. Beautiful assist by Michael Salazar. If he hits that one hard, that could bobble and could have been a problem for Lama. But a soft touch on the assist, and then just nice and easy as can be for goal number 1 of the night for Memphis.
Great to see Memphis 901 FC on top early. Creates potential opportunity for building a 2-goal lead, which Ben Pierman would certainly like to have. Just the security blanket of knowing nothing's going to threaten 50 points for them this evening. Now, there's a lot of match still to be played, but that's the right start you want. He said he's done a good job motivating his club to keep the goals short. Look, let's make the playoffs. Okay, we've made the playoffs. Let's get the 3rd seed. Okay, let's get to 50 points. You know, it's one of those things where I think they've really responded to the short-term challenges.
I think he's allowed himself a cumulative amount of about 45 minutes to celebrate all the milestones, because it's like, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's see how great we can make this season. And it's working. The players are responding to it.
So far, so good for Memphis 901 FC. Possession again in the midfield. Fortune.
Oh, it's a good ball.
Guess you do. All kinds of time and room. They're going to let him work. The tie yourself in knots approach. Effective there momentarily for Indy, but here's another.
Oh, beautiful entry pass by Leston Paul. Not much Dre Fortune could do with that. Good coverage in the middle by Jared Temmer.
And options now coming off the corner for Memphis 901 FC, first of the match.
Memphis had struggled earlier in the season on restarts, on dead ball situations, Tyler. And as the season has gone on, they've gotten so much better and have become amongst the biggest threats in the division. And part of that reason, you see this guy, Dre Fortune and Kadeem Dakers, 2 of the guys that stay after practice and work on just this. Not necessarily heading the ball in, but putting the ball in a spot that gives them the best chance to create some chaos.
Fortune bent in, back post, Murphy there, so is Jordan Farr.
I think they're going to call over the back.
They are going to call over the back.
You know, one thing that goes unnoticed a lot of times is Kyle Murphy's a physical forward, too. He'll foul. It's a good thing we don't play on the college or NBA foul system, because he'd foul out of some games, because he's not afraid to put his body on you. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's been able to score, is he will play through a ball.
Very physical forward. 19 goals on the season. Nguyen down the flank. Alan Nguyen.
Good hold-up tackle by Garcia.
The 11 keeping their shape so far, especially compact defensively. Looking for Paul. Nguyen. And Jordan Farr right there on a steep angle.
It's an interesting pass by Leston Paul, though.
Sure was.
I'm not sure what button combination that is on an Xbox, but that was a nice setup to Alan Nguyen on the wing, and a good entry pass, but well defended by Indy 11.
Those of us who are less talented at video games would call that a button mash. You just go pressing all of them. Whatever you can put your fingers on. Trying to send Vossel. Got past Segbers. But Mark Segbers comes up just at the end with a sterling tackle.
Yikes, and he had to get that just right. If not, we're looking at maybe a penalty kick or something else beyond that. It's a terrific tackle.
Watch this.
Oh, there's not much margin of error there, my friend.
That is why, I think that's partly why you want to say Mark Segbers incredibly worthy of perhaps Player of the Year for Memphis 901 FC, if it's not Kyle Murphy.
You know, the interesting thing about Kyle Murphy is if he were to pick up a hat trick tonight, he would be the all-time leading scorer for any and all Memphis outdoor professional teams. And the record holder took 3 years to do that for the Memphis Rogues back in the 70s and 80s.
That is...
Don't know if that's going to happen, but that puts into perspective just how prolific he's been.
Fossil. Well marked, even from distance. Played on, and a nice sacrifice of the body by Leston Paul to force the corner. Kevin Partita, the former UNLV Rebel, in to take it. Bent in and touched just high. A little bit too strong that time.
Indy's got some bench power, too. They've got a few guys that can come in with some experience that may give you 30, 45 minutes tonight. So I think they're giving some guys some looks tonight. Maybe looking ahead to 2022. Max Rogers wanting to see what's going to be maybe in the cupboard for next year. And as you mentioned early on, he took over from Martin Rennie, which Indy, I think, was shocked last year because St. Louis FC snuck in and took that final playoff spot, and then they disbanded. That was kind of a punk move.
That was certainly strange.
Take the playoff spot. It's like, okay, we're disbanding, but the rest of the league has benefited from that. We can talk about that in just a minute. Even Memphis has benefited from that.
Lama, still room to work, and played out. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com.
We've got John Berner, Kadeem Dakers from St. Louis FC, from Memphis. Of course, Segburst comes from St. Louis.
St. Louis is a decent soccer town. I think some would say more than decent.
Part of the reason we beat England in 1950.
That's it. Murphy, the save by far. Nguyen, trying for the cute setup there, couldn't find his man. Segrist.
All-time goal record for a Memphis professional franchise, just all-time cumulative 22 by former Everton player Jimmy Husband. I'm sure Tim Howard wouldn't mind if Kyle Murphy broke an Everton record. Wow, crashing the goal. I mean, that's Ben Pierman's got to love seeing that. There's Murphy. You see Salazar. Here comes.
So close.
Who was that? Who was that flying in?
Is he wearing a cape?
Was it Skylar Thomas?
I think we're a day shy of Halloween, but it did look like it might have been Thomas flying in.
So you'd call that crashing the boards if it was in the month of March, right?
Wow, you would. That's right. Still scoreless between Pittsburgh and Hartford into the 20th minute. Again, the result of that game will help determine whom Memphis will face come next Saturday, which is when they expect their first-round playoff match to occur. Single elimination format for the USL Championship this year. Leston Paul. Oh, thank you. Oh, here we go. I don't think Leston and Iose Leston and Iose are going to be particularly in agreement there.
No card issue that I can tell. Well, do we?
No.
No. Okay, just marking off. He got the white spray, I guess, to just in case for the free kick.
Is there a real name for the white spray? Is it just the white spray? Okay.
It may be a trademark. I just want to tread lightly on national TV.
That's fair. Bent in, far post, really tough for Scott, but it's out of range. If you're just joining us here on ESPN Plus, Memphis 901 FC with their first goal from Roland Lama on the assist, played in from Michael Salazar back in the 13th minute. That's the difference right now. Murphy looking to get loose.
Good physical play. He wasn't going to be jostled off the ball. Patrick Segrist going head-to-head with Murphy there. Good work.
Murphy, as you mentioned, not inclined to get out muscled. But Segrist prepared for him. Paul trying to send one on. Instead, that'll be dealt with and harshly. Quite the knockdown. Will draw the ire of Memphis 901 FC. Manuel Arteaga taking Fortune off his feet. Here we go. We apologize for some technical difficulties. Thank you for staying with us here on ESPN Plus. Alongside Tim Van Horn, I'm Tyler Springs. Live from 901 FC's home pitch, AutoZone Park in Memphis. They've taken a 1-0 lead over the Indy 11 with a yellow card being issued here. I actually didn't catch who it was on. Thank you very kindly. Peter Lee Vossel with a booking.
Farr getting that one out of danger.
Festive atmosphere here in Memphis this evening. Alan Nguyen with a long run. Seemed to lose it just at the end, though I think were you to ask the Bluff City Mafia about it, they would say differently.
And they are right 97.6% of the time.
That is some polling data you've got there.
Well, there is a slight margin of error, and that's only because they're singing or the drums are going and they're distracted.
That is potential for distraction, yes. Speaking of, Kyle Murphy looking to distract the defense. Instead, a third opportunity. No, blocked again, and Farr able to collect. Once, twice, three times. No dice for the Memphians.
Very indicative of how play has gone for Memphis 901 FC tonight. It's not as if they've been turning the screws with 70-80% possession, but what they have had, they've had several players available and in the box. You saw the deflection. They still had maintained possession. A lucky bounce for Indy, able to Jordan Farr to collect that off of a defender's back. But more pressure by Memphis 901 FC, and it looks like perhaps a second goal could be imminent.
They have certainly put the pressure on early. The Indy 11 have not really been inclined to keep Memphis necessarily out of the box. Segbers trying to make it hard, but challenged a little too soon. Brady Scott the stop. Terrific job by Scott. Come off the line, keep that ball from going far side where it was being intended for Kevin Partita.
A little bit of a spill in front of the six, but Leston Paul was there to scoop it out of harm's way. Good team defense by Memphis.
Sissoko lets it rip.
The hot dogs might be $1, but you don't get to keep the soccer ball. What a great fan appreciation night. $3 beers, $10 tickets with a voucher for next year, and $1 hot dogs.
And I think the voucher for the next season will be the most important part of that at the end of the night.
I think so. There's a lot to look forward to.
You're going to get fed, but there is much to be talked about for what is to come on this 901 FC side, which has exceeded all the expectations set before it. Speaking with Ben Pierman this week, he said he was really, really impressed. He said the guys have been terrific this year, just in terms of meeting the goals and then surpassing them. Leston Paul with a tough fall.
Pound for pound, he might be the toughest man in the division. Night in, night out, we watch him. And yes, he plays physically, but also I think he suffers as many fouls as anybody in the division because he'll protect the ball, he'll get to the ball first, and then he'll wait for that foul to occur. And what that does is it allows Memphis to reset, maybe take a breather, maintain possession. There's a lot of good things that happens, but at the expense of Leston Paul's body. They may need to put a cryotherapy machine downstairs if they don't already have one, and just mark it. Here's one for Leston. Here's one for everybody else.
The excitement is just beginning. The 2021 USL Championship playoffs presented by Twin Spires begins Friday, November the 5th, and continue all weekend long. Who will take their next step toward glory? Find out next weekend on ESPN+. Leston Paul is a veteran, having seen this club over a long period of time. Really should appreciate, I think, more than anybody, except for maybe Ben Pierman, just how much it means to get to the postseason.
Leston Paul, Ben Pierman, and Raul Gonzalez, the three originals. And if you look back at the statistics, Leston only played like 16, 17 games that first year. And then you look and you see how he is really the physical heartbeat of this team. And you wonder, well, what was up with that?
And just barely offside there for Roland Lama. I will say this to your point about physicality. One thing that we know of elite professional athletes is a very high level of pain tolerance.
Yes.
And Leston has that, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's offside by about a yard.
Not one of the closer calls we've had.
No cries for VAR needed for that one. That one, the human eye can handle that one.
Are people crying for VAR? Are they really out there crying for it?
I have season tickets, and I'll hear some calls for that from time to time over my shoulder. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not necessarily sensing a wailing and gnashing of teeth saying, there's a clamor for VAR. We need it. We can't play soccer without it. But, you know, technology, when used the right way, can be of use.
I'm going to pin that tweet. We'll see if this tweet ages well. How about that?
Oh, boy. Going to get called out by hashtag old takes exposed.
Oh, it's a terrific ball.
Holy cow. Brady Scott with
save.
a brilliant stop. And helped out by the post. Lamar on the move. Targeting Kisiadu. Flying forward alongside Salazar. They're going to try for Murphy in the box. Kyle Murphy, number 20. Send it in, Kyle. The former Clemson Tiger with much to flex about. 20 goals in the regular season for Kyle Murphy.
And just seconds ago, the defense was carving the ball off of the goal line, and faster than FedEx can get it down to the other end of the field. Here comes the Memphis counterattack. And boy, did they not hold back.
That was better than next day shipping. Little left foot from Kyle Murphy.
I think Jordan Farr, here's the ball from Kisiadu. The centering pass is great. The ball gets caught just a little bit under Murphy. Jordan Farr is not sure which way to go. He's rooted to the middle of the goal. Murphy says, hey, thanks. I'll just take number 20 and put it down low and to the left. No challenge, no chance for Jordan Farr.
And you can tell Kyle Murphy stoked. Doesn't hurt to see a couple go in right before the playoffs. Not that he hasn't seen enough of them go in this year.
If Memphis can continue to put pressure on like this, when you start to see substitutions, and we do believe that there will be several and maybe some academy guys, perhaps this takes a little bit of the edge off, the nerve off for the young guys, because they want to win this match too, but to have a little bit of a cushion. But Memphis, I don't think, is settling for just 2.
Inside, almost another opportunity for Murphy.
Good read off the line by Jordan Farr. Good defending too, shepherding Jared Timmer, shepherding Kyle Murphy away from the ball.
901 right now living in the Indy 11's kitchen. Leston Paul going to take it back out to the living room. Alan Nguyen will take it all the way back to Brady Scott. Careful. Segbers and Skylar Thomas trying to firm up the partnership. Patient, pensive play on the Memphis back line.
Indy now adding a 3rd and now a 4th attacker, now even a 5th attacker to Memphis. But this has really been their bread and butter with their starters throughout the years, is just simply working it out of the back, unlocking it, and then quickly moving through the middle third to get to the attacking third. This is not unusual for Memphis. They're very at home doing this.
Scott. Thomas.
And with this, you got to have a lot of confidence in your keeper,
no doubt,
and in your back line to not only make a clean pass, but to put it where you can play the ball easily.
Murphy got a physical break here. Memphis with numbers. Dre Fortune saw it right before his eyes. Second opportunity, the strike over from Kisiadu. He'll be seeing that one in his sleep tonight.
Oh, I think Dre will as well.
Indeed.
He slipped, got up quickly. Terrific layoff by Alan Nguyen, and then Kisiadu. He's done this more than a few times. He'll lean back, and then the next thing you know, that one's headed toward the Peabody. But when he strikes one on target, though, from distance, he can hit the bullseye. I don't mind him taking shots like that, because when he does hit them, they're glorious.
That was not a shot taken where you felt it was wrong. Murphy had a free run with Farr coming well off his line to challenge.
Very smart, moving quickly here.
Memphis 901 FC with a 2-goal lead has the Indy 11 on their heels. Max Rogers, speaking on behalf of his team against Tulsa, said he thought they'd played well at the back and in the middle of the field, but they really were not good enough in the finishing third. Here tonight, the problem has been at the rear for the 11. Fans, don't forget, Southern College of Optometry is proud to be the official eye doctor of Memphis 901 FC. Keep your eyes on the 901, particularly as they go forward into the playoffs with a first-round matchup set to come against either Pittsburgh or Charlotte. We will not know prior to the end of tonight's match who it will be among those two sides, but they are excited for either one. It will be a matchup on turf regardless, and on the road in a hostile environment. Segbers. Salazar. Tough tackle. And a whistle will send things the other way.
Maybe got an ankle there. Nothing vicious, but enough to unsettle the Indy 11 defense. Coming the other way. But as you watch Memphis, they'll spend a lot of time in their own back third. They'll spend a little bit of time in the middle, but they move quickly to unlock Kyle Murphy or to unlock Alan Nguyen or Roland Lama down the line. And then once they mix Salazar into it too, once they start switching sides, because they've been trying to exploit the left side, but they'll come back to the right side, and it's going to be very dangerous that way as well.
Speaking of Murphy, on the through ball.
Oh.
Kyle Murphy knocked down off his feet in the penalty area.
Ooh, I'd love a look at that again. Would you like VAR right now?
Perhaps. You know, it's funny how the mind changes based on the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. He got it with the right foot.
This is a Celtic crossing corner kick for Memphis 901 FC. Bent in. Headed clear. This will be a throw from the opposite side.
It's a beautiful ball in. It was run into a line of Indy defenders, though. Adewole getting a touch to it. We're on the cusp of November, so no hydration breaks in the first half, by the way.
I was not under the impression that there would be, given the long sleeves.
The fact that apple cider goes very poorly with physical activity.
Don't tell me you've tried it.
No, just the smell of it. You ever gone for a distance run? There are just some smells that just don't go well, like cooked meat, dryer sheets, and apple cider.
It's well put. Tail end of the 40th minute here in the first half. 901 FC comfortably ahead with a 2-goal lead. Seeing some of Zach Carroll at the back.
And about 10 minutes ago, we were 60-40 on possession. That's now been bumped up for Memphis, 65-35. Not really much of a shock there.
Salazar, open look. Drake Carroll had that one stubbed out by the foot of Segrist. Good challenge by Alan Nguyen, looking to work it away from Arteaga. Max Rogers curious about the ruling.
It's good to see Zach back. I know initially when he had gotten injured several weeks ago, a lot of folks thought that that was going to be it for the season, but a couple of weeks ago, he's back. And couldn't be a better time.
Defensive depth, critical for 901 FC as well. As Kisiadu sends Lama. Taken away. That left back spot has really been the hang-up, if there is one to pick out, for Ben Pierman's side this season, and not through any tactical fault, more so through depth and injuries. Raul Gonzalez, of course, out for the season, having been one of them. Opportunity here for Segrist. Sissoko, Vossel.
Good defending by Kisiadu. Did not let him have the right foot. Closed it down.
Arteaga unable to connect. Partita will not get a chance. Pulled away. And now a whistle. Jared Timmer in discussion, along with Reese Buckmaster and Roland Lama.
Matthew Franz on the whistle tonight.
Jose getting an explanation. Set piece is where many of the goals in this league are scored. This is not necessarily out of range. Nguyen was ready for it. We'll make it Carroll. Alan Nguyen get away with a shove there as it flies over the bar.
Bit of a forearm in the back.
A bit, yeah. I think you can cancel the bit. It's the regular old heave-ho.
Maybe caught a break there, but I think to be fair on the other end, I think Matthew Franz has struggled a bit to catch up with Memphis 901 FC's quick movement out of the midfield into the attacking third down the left side. He's responsible for those calls, and I think he's been caught behind some of that a couple of times tonight.
Speaking of quickness, Segbers, along with Salazar, able to dispossess. Nguyen to the rear. Paul. Are you surprised at the level of time Memphis is being allowed with the ball, Tim?
Yeah, up 2-0. I would have thought Indy would press more.
Segbers. Chopped off his feet in the box. And for the second straight time, the cry from Bluff City Mafia going unrewarded. Lamar. Paul. Carroll will reverse it. Segbers.
Oh.
Would have been a heck of a volley. Arteaga looking to turn. Indy 11. As you noted, Tim, haven't been able to possess for very long, trying to make something out of very little here. 2 minutes of extra time to be added here at the end of the first half. Miller Lite brings you stoppage time. Each and every 901 FC match. 2 minutes, not very long to drink a Miller Lite. Bossel, airmails.
Anything's possible if you try hard enough, though, Tyler.
Thank you, Tim.
It's like a pizza. Any pizza could be a personal pizza if you try. At halftime, well, you know, of course, we've got a lot going on at halftime, but in between those breaks as well, we'll keep an eye. Because one of the questions is how much longer do you keep Kyle Murphy on the field, Mark Segbers, those guys? Better enjoy them while you can, because Ben Pierman may give him the hook to give him a rest and for safety's sake for next week's playoff game against TBD.
Without a doubt, a concern this evening.
An interesting team name, TBD FC.
Somebody's probably made that mistake before.
The team slogan will let you know. Yeah, probably some college stations probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's a good clean pick.
From the Indy 11's back line, looking to make one final charge forward to close the half. Vossel. Segbers, the shield. And a goal kick coming.
And if I were Brady Scott, I would just move it to the other side or roll it over a little bit. And this should be the last kick of the half, you would reckon.
You would. In fact, I don't think he'll have the chance to. Memphis 901 FC, with a dominating first half, goes into the break with a 2-0 lead over visiting Indy 11. Not the worst start for Ben Pierman's side.
No, and now the question is who stays in and for how long?
We will see in a moment. Back in a moment at AutoZone Park at halftime. 901 FC leads by a breeze.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
Chick-fil-A Community Champions are inspiring. They compassionately serve urgent needs that few know exist. Champions like Camp Chambers enhance and enrich the lives of youth through education, mentorship, hands-on life skills, and hosting several community initiatives. Their newest project, a bullying, gun violence, and parenting forum, occurs every Saturday in October. It's free to the public and families are encouraged to attend. Find out how you can help Chick-fil-A Community Champions at actionnews5.com/champions.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex.
Here to help. At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
We're a city with soul, grit and grind, from sunup to sundown. With every action you take, you make Memphis, Memphis. And we're here every step of the way, taking action for you.
It means we've got your back.
Telling your stories.
Watching out for your family.
It's what we do every day. Action News 5, taking action for you.
Memphis 901 FC leads 2-0 over the Indy 11 here at the break in their regular season finale. We have our Le Bonheur Kid captain to honor. Today we have Jacoby with us as our Le Bonheur Children's Hospital captain of the match. Jacoby is 2 years old from Henderson, Tennessee. Jacoby, Memphis 901 FC is excited to have you watching our match today and helping us cheer the team on to victory. Memphis 901 FC is proud to support Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Back with more in a moment on ESPN+.
As you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
There's hit on the line! Oh, he put it in! A magnificent strike! You go down, you come back, and you find a way.
Yo, roll it down. I am. You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What? What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Yeah, hey, how you gon' feel when I take it? How you gon' feel when I take it? We about action. We about action. Tell me how you gon' feel.
There's hit on the line! Oh, find a way.
Tell me how you gon' feel.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminix.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
This hit on the line! Oh, he put it in! A magnificent strike! You go down, you come back, and you find a way.
Tell me how you gon' feel.
Memphis 901 FC Soccer is brought to you by Terminix, Defenders of Home, and by AutoZone. Get in the zone.
901 FC leading 2-0 at halftime here in Memphis, trying to finish out the regular season with 50 points. And as of right now, the 901 with a solid lead over the Indy 11, going for what Ben Pierman listed as his third goal, make the playoffs, get the third seed, and then get to 50 points. They've done well with a pair of goals so far this evening, including the 20th of the season from Kyle Murphy. Great to have you along with us, alongside Tim Van Horn. I'm Tyler Springs. It's been pretty awesome to get to see this with you from AutoZone Park. There is a playoff opponent yet to be determined. Memphis still waiting to see. It's going to be Charlotte or it's going to be Pittsburgh, depending on what the results are this evening from around the league. Haji Berry still the heavy favorite to win the award at 25 goals, looking for the Golden Boot, 4 goals ahead of the pack. Kyle Murphy is in 4th place at 20 as of right now. It is also decision day. Playoff spots up for grab between Rio Grande Valley and New Mexico United. Rio Grande Valley could still clinch with a victory this evening. Looking forward to seeing how it all shakes out in 901 FC and USL action around this Saturday evening.
Yeah, I was looking at the tiebreaker, and Pittsburgh actually needs to win tonight. If they don't against Hartford, then Charlotte could clinch that second spot and become our opponent right about the time we finish our match. So unless Pittsburgh wins, we've got Charlotte next week. So that's big.
We are taking a look at the league scoreboard as well here on ESPN+. You see at the half there, Hartford Athletic and Pittsburgh Riverhounds tied 0-0, and they still have 45 left in them. Lou City and Birmingham, you see there only in the 20th minute, nobody scored in that match either. Both of those sides ahead of Memphis in the table. They will be in the playoff picture as well, Tim. And if Memphis were to win their first round match, they would more than likely see the winner of Birmingham Southern and the 4th seed out of the Atlantic. So it could be Birmingham again.
Yeah, it could be, and it's amazing because, oh, by the way, the division title's on the line tonight with Lou City and Birmingham Legion as they go at it. Right now, Birmingham just simply needs a draw, and they get to waltz across the finish line with that top seed, and they would face the Miami, not Miami FC, the Miami FC.
That's right. Stats from the first half between Memphis 901 FC and Indy 11. You see just the balance of possession, almost ceded to Memphis. Kind of toward the end of the half, it got to be more and more, and the shots certainly send the story as well.
Yeah, it got good, and it only got better from Memphis. They were sitting around 60% at the half-hour mark, last 15. They started turning the screws a little bit more, 65-35. Shots on target are even. Brady Scott's been up to the task tonight. Memphis have had really good opportunities. They've had good looks at goal, even when they haven't had shots. Indy's been dropping numbers back, and as you mentioned at the end of the first half, they really haven't shown the impetus to push forward just yet. Maybe that comes in the second half against some of the subs, some of the younger guys that could come in for 901 FC.
We'll be interested to see just what adjustments Max Rogers makes on behalf of the Indy 11 in the final regular season match for their side. Back with more on ESPN Plus momentarily on ESPN Plus 901 FC with a 2-goal lead.
Hi,
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
2 Sonic grilled cheese double burgers.
I'm on it.
Order up.
Sonic grilled cheese double burger ready for pickup.
Chick-fil-A community champions are inspiring. Champions like Camp Chambers enhance and enrich the lives of youth through education, mentorship, hands-on life skills, and hosting several community initiatives. Learn more at actionnews5.com/champions.
The Great American Furniture and Mattress Outlet has stacked our floors deep and selling cheap. Save up to 70%. Need it now? Our outlets have it in stock and at great savings. Just take a look at these great values. And yes, I said in stock. Save now, have it now. It's all in stock, ready for immediate pickup or express delivery. Furniture, mattresses, accessories you'll love at the Great American Furniture and Mattress Outlets. Perimeter Mall, Memphis, Olive Branch, Mississippi, Germantown Parkway, or shop online at gogahs.com.
Chick-fil-A community champions are inspiring. Champions like Camp Chambers enhance and enrich the lives of youth through education, mentorship, hands-on life skills, and hosting several community initiatives. Learn more at actionnews5.com/champions.
I need a Mocha Crunch Blast, please. You got it.
I'm on the mocha fudge.
We're gonna need more espresso chunks.
Order up.
Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast.
Back in Memphis, where 901 FC leads 2-0 over the Indy 11 at halftime. A solid first 45 minutes from the homestanding squad, looking for a 50-point regular season. Head coach Ben Pierman is with us at the half. Ben, thanks so much for joining us. I know that's obviously a good scoreline to see after 45 minutes. Were you surprised at the level of possession you got to have?
I mean, I don't know if I'm surprised. We played a good half. They're a good team. Obviously, we're both in different parts of our season, so that has to be understood. But I thought we were really good being thorough, going sideline, middle reverse, breaking lines, getting in behind. We had a lot of chances. We conceded one or two. I thought Brady made a really good save right before our second goal. So we have to be ruthless. We have to find the next one. We have to be very good defensively, be buttoned up, hard. Don't let them get in behind, and be organized, but also be disciplined not to do anything stupid.
Any thoughts on subs for the second half just to get more guys minutes?
Yeah, we got to get Kyle Murphy off the field. He got banged up and scored his 20th goal. So we'll get Rashawn on the wing and Salazar go centrally, and then we got a couple more we got to get in, but we want to win the game. That's priority number one.
Very good, Coach. Thanks so much. Ben Pierman at the half, talking about a couple of guys who might get a little bit of time on the bench. One of them is going to be Kyle Murphy, but you probably are going to see a little bit more of Roland Lama, who had the goal there. How about the setup? Just terrific from Salazar. The find in the middle, patient. And that Memphis attack is really working tonight, too.
Yeah, I'm not sure which was softer, the touch for the assist or the touch for the goal. It was beautiful. But even when they didn't score, they're putting heavy pressure on Indy 11 tonight. And I have to agree with Coach Ben Pierman that the pressure tonight and the half that they played has been terrific. Here was an anxious moment, though. Good save by Brady Scott. And then you see Leston Paul, Zach Carroll there ready to clean up the mess just in case.
Scott has certainly been active. There was that one moment where he actually got a little bit of help from the post in order to keep the sheet clean.
And then the nervous moment on one end, but then not so nervous. Kyle Murphy, 20th goal, just about 10, 15 seconds after that, moving up and down the field at breakneck pace. Congratulations to Kyle Murphy on his 20th, but as you heard, he's probably going to come off to a big round of applause here shortly. Get him off, get him rested, and get some other guys some minutes, including Rashawn Dolly, who's yet to scratch this year. Be nice to see him maybe pick up a goal or an assist, get in the score sheet for 2021.
Would be nice, and listen, If you have a 2 in front of the goal number, you've had a good season, right? There's nothing left to prove unless you're trying to go for the all-time Memphis outdoor soccer record, previously held by a Memphis Rogue. And I think Kyle's probably going to be a little bit disappointed that he doesn't get to play for that, but I think he's being safe for the right reasons.
Right, and history gets to be made next week with the first playoff game for Memphis 901 FC or any professional outdoor team, and we are now taking a look at the sideline, and that is going to do it for Kyle Murphy. The substitution is official. Rashawn Dolly in. Kyle Murphy, well done. Regular season 2021, not the golden boot, but definitely we wouldn't be here without him. There's no question about that, and a well-deserved rest.
So the Indy 11 will have the first touch coming up from Manuel Arteaga. The final 45 minutes of regular season play at AutoZone Park, which has had strong support throughout the year. A team that, had you picked them third in the Central to start the season, people would have said, holy cow.
They would have thought maybe you took too many Celtic Crossing corner kicks if you would have predicted that. Yeah, no doubt about that, but they have come through, and what a season it has been so far.
And still more to come. Salazar challenging early. Jordan Farr able to come off his line and snare that one. You see Rashawn Dolly. Replacement. So Soko, a little miscommunication here early on in the second half. He and Ayoze.
You know, this is not the, you know, if you've been a fan since day one of Memphis 901 FC, typically you've kind of been shaking in the knees a little bit knowing that Indy's come to town, because they, you know, there was a time when those guys were on a roll, and you'll remember the opening match of the 2020 season where Memphis got up 2-0 and then ended up losing 4-2, and they came in here like a buzzsaw. But really since then, it's been Memphis that has been on the ascendancy, and in the unlikeliest of places, with an interim coach becoming head coach and really piecing together a club with some veterans and guys that have really just punched above their weight. And I think that's what's made this club so lovable. It's really hard to pick for a lot of fans. You ask 20 people, you're probably going to get 6-7 different players as who's your favorite player. There's a lot to love about this club.
There's a lot to love about 901 FC and the success that they've had, the run that they've been on. You know, even since the beginning of September, they've gone 8-4-1 to get into their current position. It has really been quite the ride for Ben Pierman's side. Late challenge there. We'll get Nguyen whistled. But he talked about it when we asked him a little bit this week about his standing and what his expectations had been for the team. He said, listen, you look at teams around the conference in the playoff picture, teams around the USL, and you see teams like a San Diego Loyal, who's one of the best supported teams nationwide in this league. They're going to be a third seed more than likely. San Antonio is in the mix for being a third seed. They're very well supported. They might have like 11 MLS guys on their roster. So to do what we're doing the way we're doing it, it's pretty unique.
It's an in-swinger by Ayoze.
Good challenge by Scott. And there will be no second opportunity.
Looks like Vassell tussled just a little bit with Brady. It's a good thing about being a keeper. Oftentimes that 50-50 ball, if there's contact, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Tussle not quite rising to the level of a scuffle.
Correct.
I don't know what goes beyond scuffle. Maybe it's a brouhaha.
You said it first. I was going to call it jinx, but yeah, brouhaha would be next. I can say it, just can't spell it very well.
I won't ask you to try. No spelling, no math on live television. Those are the rules.
It's the writers in our contract. So we'll keep an eye on the benches tonight. You've got more veterans that are ready to come in for Indy. And we do know that Dre Reynolds can be ready to come in. Niall Logue from Memphis, but you've got some academy guys may get a look as well. Ben Pierman still got 4 players that he can tinker with substitution-wise. So he's got some options.
Kisidu, I think, came up a little bit lame there. How about the swat here from Brady Scott? If you can't watch the match, you can turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Big hugs to Tottenham Hotspur fans today after what happened to them with Manchester United, and no big hugs at midfield between Leston Paul and Partita.
Now, Jose got him right.
Looks like a full disagulation is coming from Matthew Franz. Will Leston Paul go with the prayer stance or the hands behind the back stance?
It may not be either one.
He's got two surefire ways to keep himself out of trouble most of the time. And it looks like it's just a little talking to. And again, that's something you got to be careful. You don't want anybody kicked out of this game because then you miss the next match. And this is what it's all, they're playing. I mean, next week is what it's all been about.
Oh.
I think Dre Fortune wants a little bit more than just a direct free kick out of this. As Salazar.
I think Salazar ended up getting a mouthful of elbow right here.
Oh,
Bang.
wow. Are we not tossing red cards up for that anymore?
Salazar's a man you need for next week.
You know what we need right about now? VAR.
We need a healthy Michael Salazar. He's showing him, hey, chicken wing, man, come on.
Yeah, I can't tell because he's not turned to the camera. I can't tell if it drew blood or anything around the nose.
He was looking.
Maybe it was more of a neck injury.
Salazar couldn't get the header there. 901 FC with more opportunities, but not on a giveaway like that. Kofi. Jose. How about Kofi? Trying to do it on his own, and Alan Nguyen gets checked for the bump.
Set up a free kick about 30 yards from goal. It'll be to Brady Scott's left post. Maybe two in a wall if he chooses to put one. I think in this case, he's just looking for the scrum toward the middle of the 18 and toward the back post.
Nicely done. Second ball. Uh-oh, Arteaga deflected and kept free of harm. Good initial header from Skylar Thomas to not allow Indy 11 to settle in. Jose bent in once more. Thomas there once, twice. Segrist looking for help. And Alan Nguyen says, no mas.
He just shows up at places just when you need him. Just swoops in.
1v1, and for a moment in time,
did he just pick him clean?
I think he picked him clean. I think Brady Scott was very concerned. Toby Adewole seemed as though that was all his.
He seemed almost shocked that he had it at his feet, and in that split second, it gave Nguyen the time.
Speaking of surprise, Roland Lama.
I mean, here it is. He's got the touch, and I think he's just sizing it up. He wants that extra touch. And Alan Nguyen, just like a good bartender, sorry, you're not going to have one too many tonight.
Early moments of the second half. First half dominated by 901 FC to the tune of 65% possession. Angling for a 50-point regular season under Ben Pierman in his first year as the head coach. doing it tonight in front of some family who are here in attendance.
Not just family, mom and dad.
Got to be very conscious. Trying to show out for the folks who gave you the most.
I spoke with his dad yesterday, and of the Pierman kids, which were coached by his dad Wayne, his dad has been coaching longer than you and I have been alive. He has forgotten more than we'll ever know about the game. But he says, growing up, you just knew that Ben was a technically sound player, a good midfielder, probably never going to be a professional, but understood the game and had great vision and would likely turn out to be a terrific coach. Dad was right.
Speaking of terrific play, Kissiadu with a nice run. A little do-si-do. Chipped on. Hello! Where did that come from? Good Dre Fortune.
Pass the salsa because we got the chip.
3-0. And Fortune for the second game in a row with a tally.
Oh, my goodness.
That was almost a nonchalant. Yep, here we go.
When you kick the ball with that kind of confidence, you better hit that shot. And he just doink. Let's take a look at this again. The ball in from Salazar, and then Kissiadu, the chip over the top. There's
Perfect.
one chip. And then Dre could have taken a touch if he wanted. He says, nope, Farr is off the line. I'm going to chip him back post. Farr, no fault of his own because he's got to cover that near post in case of a low drive, but nobody on the back door to head that off. Lights are on, but nobody's home back post. 3-0, Memphis 901 FC.
You need a forklift to pick up the jaw of Jordan Farr right now off of the ground.
Wow.
No way. No way, Dre.
They're playing Elvis here, and Daddy Wayne Pierman is now actually doing a little bit of a dance at the four-top table downstairs with Mrs. Pierman. I think this is a great night for the Pierman family, and they've got to be proud just as much as the city of Memphis is proud of this Memphis 901 FC team. The second goal of the season for Dre Fortune. What a start to the second half.
This is peak vibes, I would say. It is a real scene right here. In the best way for Memphis 901 FC and those who love them.
Memphis 901 FC, chip for goals for 6 minutes by number 19, Dre Fortune. His second of the season.
And it is a little bit surprising to see this kind of a result happening in the way that it's happening against Indy 11. You mentioned how much reverence they have as a USL side.
Yeah.
Overall in their history, their ability. But
Yep.
it's just not the same team this year. And listen, Max Rogers has had his hands full stepping into a situation that was in upheaval early on in the year and maybe not necessarily having been put in the best spot to succeed, and has tried his best, even absent the best circumstances.
Yeah, the cards were already dealt when he got them.
Played in. Carroll looking to be a little more active. And on the breakout, Lama. Room. Kissiadu.
Whoop.
Careful now. Jordan Farr made the right aggressive move. Pittsburgh or Charlotte? That will be answered come the end of Saturday evening as Memphis 901 FC's next opponent. The second seed from the Atlantic Division, whoever it ends up being. They will play on the road more than likely next Saturday, and it will be a turf surface regardless of opponent. Kissiadu. Trying to sneak one through. And the flag up. just a moment before Salazar was about to put the finishing touch on it.
Couldn't have been by much. Looked like he came out of that scrum with the ball.
Right.
I'm about ready to wager you a Diet Coke Allen Nguyen gets a yellow card before the end of the half. That's his third or fourth foul in the last 10 minutes.
Nguyen and Moon set to come in for Indy 11 momentarily. You'd not want to lose Allen Nguyen for a playoff game.
No. But I think Allen also is like, it's 3-0. I want to keep it 0.
So Nguyen will check in and take Sissoko away. And Peter Lee Vossel, who had the terrific strike last week, will march off here in favor of Nicky Moon.
We've seen Moon before. He's one of their best off of the bench. He's 3 goals, 4 assists on the season. He scored in that massive comeback last year at AutoZone Park. So don't let the scoreline fool you. Indy 11's playing for pride. They're playing to get some goals on the scoreboard. But Memphis has just been irresistible tonight.
Ghost River is a proud partner of Memphis 901 FC. Our roots run deep. Success taking root here for Memphis 901 FC in 2021. We are going to see a departure for the foremost defender for Memphis 901 FC, Mark Segbers, who will get some time off with A.J. Reynolds returning here. Good to see A.J., who's been a little banged up of late, getting a chance to come back here and play some impact minutes in the final regular season meeting.
Loney from the Chicago Fire. He's got 2 assists on the season. And also, although he didn't play goalkeeper, he has 1 save. He and Niall Logue stopping on 385 over on the Bill Morris Parkway to save a puppy in distress on the side of the road earlier this summer. It made big headlines on Action News 5 and across even some national media for their heroics. They were able to get that to one of the animal shelters that found a great home for the puppy dog.
Jose's ball in, headed clear. You never know when a moment like that's going to happen where you do something that you would naturally do as a human being, but then it becomes something a community can feel good about.
Oh, yeah. Well, and come to find out, not only did they do that, but they were still on time for practice.
How about that?
They took the dog, made sure it was cared for in an air-conditioned vehicle, and they had people rotate to check on the dog.
Wow.
Until someone came to see if it was ID chipped.
Jose will try his luck. It's wide, giving Brady Scott a little scare. You know what else that means? They were early.
Yes. Timeliness never struggles. There's a big scoreline in your upper right-hand corner. If that scoreline stays the same, it's Memphis heading to Charlotte next weekend in the first round of the USL Championship playoffs. If Hartford were able to scratch out a goal, or if it's just simply stayed that way, that's what we would see. If Pittsburgh were to win, then the heat's on Charlotte to come through with some points of their own a little bit later on.
Results likely to be undetermined by the close of this 90 minutes, but Ben Pierman having said, we know a little bit of each side. We're mainly just focused on tonight, getting points 48, 49, and 50 this evening. By the way, the 2021 season comes to a conclusion when the USL Championship Final takes center stage. Watch as a new champion is crowned Sunday, November the 28th on ESPN and ESPN Deportes, or listen on SiriusXM FC channel 157. 65th minute between Memphis 901 FC and Indy 11.
Yeah, first 20 minutes, possession's been 60-40 in favor of Indy 11. Not much of a surprise here, as Memphis has been content to play with their flat back four and have two sitting in front of those four and not push the envelope as much, especially without Kyle Murphy out there. They're a slightly different team without Kyle out there. But as you saw, still just as able to strike.
They've had some chances.
And they need other bodies to score. You need to have a couple of hot hands going into this.
That is part of what has changed their season. It was Murphy for a while carrying the scoring load, but there have been others who have come up in support of him.
It's a good cut to the inside by Nick Moon. I think that's going to earn the yellow card for Andre Reynolds. He's been on the field for about 3 minutes. It's his second foul in the last minute and a half or so.
So Matthew Franz will show him the card.
Yeah, here comes Nick Moon driving across. He got past Dolly, got that one extra touch and got his body between the ball and Reynolds. And Reynolds, once he barreled into him, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion he was going to go into the book. Brady Scott right now looking to set up just one man. It's about 20 yards outside of the goal, but 18 yards away from the center of the net. Be coming in at an angle. He could take a shot.
Ayoze will look for the header instead. First ball not there, and the second as well. It's off target. By the way, fans, don't forget ESPN Plus is your home for the USL playoffs. Join our experts as they break down every match of the championship and League One playoffs, presented by Twin Spires. The playoff preview show Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern is only on ESPN Plus.
Ooh, dangerous ball back to the middle of the pitch. Nick Moon with good high pressure on Andre Reynolds. Brady Scott able to make that read.
Speaking of dangerous balls, here's the counter. Lama looking to set up Salazar. Roland Lama already with one this evening. Patience shown, a little more pressure from the Indy 11 in this half than we'd seen previously. Arteaga right in the ball. And Nguyen with a missed touch. We will get a substitution on here. Max Talley will take out Dre Fortune after Fortune's goal. Speaking of the academy subs.
Yeah.
Talley, 17 years old, out of Dallas, Texas. A chance to work himself in here over the final 22 plus minutes.
And this will be fun to see because here's a guy that's still in high school. And to play at the speed of the USL Championship, just to get a look at this is valuable. And these, if for folks that don't get an inside look at the practices, these academy players practice just like the other guys on the roster are, and is just as eligible for selection. So they're getting the full USL Championship experience. You take that and you get Max, whose dad has hoisted the MLS Cup. Kerry Talley, who's from here, also North Carolina Tar Heel grad. You've got a fun bloodline to watch here, and I know he wants to make Dad proud, but I think Dad's probably already very proud with how he stuck with this, and he's getting rewarded with some minutes here in the final night of the regular season.
fun, I would imagine, also at this stage, and important to be young, but also in the presence of a championship caliber, or at least a playoff caliber side, one that wins. Not that he wouldn't know anything about it based on that family lineage.
Good calm movement there by Max Talley to stay out of trouble.
Carroll. Iose looking for it. And it will go his way. Alan Nguyen surprised. And there's Talley leaning in. Good to keep it out of harm's way.
Memphis still playing with the back four. Reynolds, Skylar Thomas, Zach Carroll, Alan Nguyen across the back. But now you've got Lama, Talley, and Leston Paul playing as a defending extra three.
Look out here. Arteaga looking to feed Nicky Moon. Just missed it. Longtime 901 FC partner Celtic Crossing and Cooper Young has two events coming up you soccer fans need to know about. Sip samples of 3 fine whiskeys and enjoy as many delicious dishes during a whiskey pairing dinner on October the 28th. Purchase tickets at eventbrite.com, and on October the 30th, check out Ciderfest at the Pub Complete with 20 ciders from around the globe. Specialty food items, live music, and more. Make plans to join them for both these fine events and to catch all the soccer action this season. We hope you've enjoyed all there is to enjoy at Celtic Crossing this week, as they have put on for Memphis 901 FC and vice versa. 3-0 the edge for the home side here at AutoZone Park in Memphis. And they're not going to allow that for Roland Lama.
Still a couple more subs available for Ben Pierman in these last 20 minutes. See if he makes any more moves tonight. Also keeping an eye on what Indy 11 might do. We saw Aiden Liu get up just a few moments ago, stretching and trying to warm up just a bit. He may see 10 or 15 minutes tonight. But Memphis is not treating this like a kickabout, and that's for sure.
Ben Pierman not mincing any words about that. The division title battle between Lou City and Birmingham still up for grabs this evening.
Smart defending by Dre Reynolds, cutting off the angle, stepping in front of Nick Moon. And as he gets older, I think he's only going to get better at that.
Reynolds still with time to grow. 2 assists this year and 11 chances created. But as you said, his soccer's in front of him.
Oh, yeah. We've seen another young man come from Chicago Fire and go back and make some contributions. Elliot Collier
has made a contribution or two.
Yeah.
First ever goal in 901 FC history. Segrist. Kofi. And Iose.
Did Nguyen get just enough of a touch to deflect? No, he didn't,
No.
but he did throw off Iose. No rush here in the last 20 minutes.
None. For who? For what?
Don't need goal differential. Don't need any more points. You got a 3-goal lead. Let that clock go. It's your best friend. Matthew Franz is telling the guys to settle down. I don't think he wants to go into his pocket that much more tonight. He got 16 minutes plus stoppage time and doesn't have to end on a sour note, at least disciplinary-wise.
That would not be the way to close, particularly given all you've earned. Salazar got a little roughed up there.
That's good work by Rashawn Dolly. Very dogged defense for the steal.
And a through ball sending Kisiadu. How about the hurdle? Oh, just wide of the mark for Laurent Kisiadu. Upset that he made that mistake.
Beautiful through ball, just missing wide.
A highlight reel worthy run for Laurent Kisiadu. Couldn't make it happen.
I'm not sure who that was that went in for the slide tackle to give chase, but maybe rushed him just a little bit, but still not off, and he was at an acute angle. And may even want to check the ball for post paint, because that was really close.
That was close. Aiden Liu will get a chance in place of Manuel Arteaga here in the 76th minute. Liu, a younger player, has had some time at center back now, having previously been a target forward. We'll see how many touches he gets tonight and where he gets them. He is playing high, at least to start.
It's a good read by Brady Scott. He was already a bit off his line, and he saw Indy look up, trying to play the through ball, trying to play a little Memphis ball like they did in the first half. He was having none of it. I think he's had good footwork, good positioning tonight. A little bad luck for Max Talley, inadvertent handball.
Kobe's going to have his choice here. Or maybe it's Iose's choice. Too far to test a green goalkeeper. They'll do it that way.
Oh.
Slightly off target. Right position, right idea. Brady Scott comes away clean.
And execution was 2 out of 3. The final touch, goal side, just not enough to redirect it far post. They did almost everything correctly. And really left Brady Scott hung out to dry there. And to no fault of his own, the ball to his left was pinpoint perfect by Indy. The header across was pinpoint perfect. Just needed the final touch, and that's been a little bit of their problem tonight.
Certainly if it stays this way, I don't think Max Rogers will consider this an inspiring end to the year. Probably would have liked to have come away with a 10th victory for whatever getting the double figures was worth. Iose, I think, looking for the contact there, but gets it.
I'm sorry, but it was a clean play, and it's like the old soccer cliche. If the guy falls down and then he grabs the ball, the referee gives him the foul. If you've got that on your bingo card, put your chip down, because it looked like a perfectly clean play by Leston Paul. He's just turning. He can't believe it. He's smiling. And this gives another excellent dead ball situation to Indy 11. This is about 25 yards out from goal, just to the left of Brady Scott's post. You know, if either one of these takers, Iose or Kofi, are feeling their oats, they could have a go from here if they put a little bit of swerve on this. But watch out for the back post for Nick Moon.
It's one thing that Indy 11 have lacked this year is individual brilliance.
Watch out for Segrist crashing too.
Kofi going to try it right at the wall, and I think Alan Nguyen might have taken the worst of it. On the breakout, Kisiadu seeking Lamar. Pretty hefty work rate this match for Laurent Kisiadu, even though he's got no goal to show for it. '80th minute, played for Moon.
Oh!
Reynolds with a tumble. And Moon is booked.
Reynolds in the 66th, and now Nick Moon returning the favor in the 80th with a yellow card. And they've been playing cat and mouse ever since Andre Reynolds came on. I think Max Rogers said, hey, let's test the youngster, see what he's got over on the wing.
It has certainly seemed that way. With Moon the most recent to pick up the card. Here's another look. Lingering tackle. Scott will post it away. Allen Nguyen.
Yeah, I think that might have been Zach Carroll.
Pardon me.
I think. It all happened so quickly. I don't think everybody got the memo that we're trying to slow things down to get out of this match. So Zach gets booked for a little bit of time wasting.
Indy 11 looking to muster a little something here in the final 10 minutes. Tally on the intercept. Kissiadu trying to find Rashawn Daly. Tally on the backup.
Terrific ball across to Andre Reynolds.
Incoming. And the stop by far. Close, but no cigar that time.
Good coverage in the middle of the box for 901 FC. Nguyen back, Zach Carroll back, Max Tally back.
Organized. Tally against the veteran Ioze. And a body block from Nguyen will make it Zach Carroll.
Good job by Max Tally, forcing the shooter to his left foot. Zach Carroll ready for the block. Good team defense.
Nguyen's going to get a quick point from Ben Pierman. (3-0) Memphis 901 FC. Chick-fil-A, a proud sponsor of Memphis 901 FC, and every Memphis 901 FC goal is a Chick-fil-A Mid-South goal as well. Tomorrow, of course, is Sunday.
Yeah, you have to wait till Monday to. Have you had their frosted coffee?
No.
Are you a coffee guy?
Sure.
Frosted coffee with a little whipped cream on top.
Well.
It's a wonderful creation.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah.
(901 FC) plenty caffeinated for this one. Did not need anything extra going for 50 points. Well on their way.
Tell you, Ioze has not given up on this tonight. 3-0. A good, integrity-wise, good performance by Indy 11, and they're going for it. Memphis has just had an answer to every question.
Partito with concern there. None shown by the referee, Matthew Franz.
They got numbers if Leston Paul wants it.
Salazar's run interrupted Just the tail end by Toby Adewole.
I think Partita may be getting a yellow card on the back end of that, but there is a corner kick coming. I think that may be for dissent. He may have said that frosted coffee is not delicious.
You know, I never know how many words you're allotted in that situation, but he used one more than the allotment. Guess you do. Back post, win, far. Kevin Partita, indeed. Hit with a yellow card. Now Jose. Bent in, and again, Carroll. Man in the middle. Great to see Zach Carroll get a long run this evening. Has done well. You see the current deadlock between Pittsburgh and Hartford in the 85th minute.
And you talk about Zach Carroll, and if there was a most improved, I would give it to Zach Carroll. I think he's made quantum leap from 2020, and maybe the sample size just wasn't enough, but I think this year we've seen just how reliable he is as a center back next to Skylar Thomas. I think he's meant so much to this defense.
Angling toward the post that time. This will be a goal kick.
I don't think anybody's left the stadium tonight. I know I'm looking down, I'm watching the Pierman family down there. Mom and Dad are down there, and I asked him, you know, he's got three boys, all played, been involved in soccer, and two of them I think are still coaching. I asked him, I said, just between you and me and the gate post, who is the best Pierman when it comes to playing? And he said, oh, it's easy. It's Ben's wife, Paige.
Well, there's some family fodder for you.
Yeah. What does that tell you?
Guess you do. Salazar back for Kisiadu, and the deflection keeps him from it. Still a strike. Oh, wide.
I thought that was Rashawn Dolly's moment.
Nearly.
It looks like Ben Pierman's going to pull one more string tonight. We're going to see another Academy player. Tycho Collins preparing.
Won't have much time, but we'll have some. Just before the cruise ship docks. Indy looking to set up in the offensive third. And the defense of the long-legged Skylar Thomas.
He's got some room. He's got some room if he wants it here.
Up the right side. Dolly. In for Salazar. Poked free. Talley looking to get it back. And a great deflection out of bounds to stop the flow of play by Dre Reynolds. That will get Tycho Collins in. Collins will pull Roland Lama from the ranks.
It took a while to get Roland Lama back healthy and ready to play, but since he's come back, it's just been an exponential rise back to the form of old. If you've watched him play for FC Dallas and play in MLS, you know this guy can go. and 4 goals and assists. Of course, he picked up the goal early tonight for Memphis 901 FC, and Memphis has been really fortunate to get a lot of mileage out of him here in 2021.
Salazar. Kissiadou. Laurent Kissiadou has been a pest all evening long for 901 FC. Looking to do a little more here. Far the save. A Celtic crossing corner coming.
So how about that? Getting the academy guys in.
Checked all the boxes.
Yeah.
3 minutes of stoppage time to come.
And these are all Memphis guys too. That's the great thing. If you grow up in this town and you follow this club, there may be some opportunities for you here at AutoZone Park to be a part of this. That's incredible.
Growing presence from the Mid-South. An indoor soccer team coming to South Haven in the wintertime.
Oh, it looked like he picked him clean. Foul called on Tycho Collins there.
Collins.
But I like that, though. The academy guys are getting fouls called on them. They're not coming in and being shy, and as Ted Lasso would say, they're not pandas, they're lions.
With 2 minutes remaining,
hey,
why be soft about it, right?
You got to announce your presence with authority. There's a foul on Ioze. That'll kill another 30, 40 seconds here.
Somebody's got a champagne bottle in there amidst the Bluff City Mafia.
How do you sneak that contraband in?
I don't know. Maybe it's a prop.
I mean, I got stopped and frisked because of my brand new hip with the metal detector. How'd they get champagne in?
You got to know what they know. Pittsburgh and Hartford still in a scoreless draw into the 90th minute and extra time. Not yet at full time. Into the 93rd minute we go in Memphis. 901 FC looking to close out. Victory number 14.
Oh, what if we get a goal out of the 2 academy guys here?
Tally to Collins. Back for Tally.
Have it, young man. Have it.
He'll defer. Paul.
You got to take it because Leston Paul and those guys are going to take it. Hey, when opportunity knocks, you got to kick the door down. Because that would have given him a goal. Tycho Collins maybe an assist there.
You'll get no disagreement from me.
Yeah. The young guns.
Scott.
And that may just about do it.
Full time here in Memphis. 901 FC has defeated the Indy 11 3-0 in the regular season finale. They reached the 50-point threshold for the first time in franchise history. And there go the bottles popped.
Playoff position with room to spare. Plus you get to let your academy guys get some minutes in this match. It's a win-win from Ben Pearman tonight and for the 901 FC fans. What a send-off they've given the crowd, and the crowd is about to give them a terrific send-off as well. A wonderful night, something 3 years in the making here at AutoZone Park.
A fabulous result. We win, you win with Sticks. Receive a free appetizer with the purchase of an entree when Memphis 901 FC wins, as they have tonight, 3-0 over the Indy 11. And it completes their 15th, make it 14th victory of the season. Back in a moment on ESPN Plus to recap a brilliant Memphis 901 FC victory.
May I take your order? 2 Sonic grilled cheese double burgers.
I'm on it.
Order up.
Sonic grilled cheese double burger ready for pickup.
Chick-fil-A community champions are inspiring. Champions like Camp Chambers enhance and enrich the lives of youth through education, mentorship, hands-on life skills, and hosting several community initiatives. Learn more at actionnews5.com/champions.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminix.
Chick-fil-A community champions are inspiring. Champions like Camp Chambers enhance and enrich the lives of youth through education, mentorship, hands-on life skills, and hosting several community initiatives. Learn more at actionnews5.com/champions.
You know, one of the best part of being a dad? Yep. You didn't finish? Let me have that. Let me finish it for you. I'll finish it. That's why you get a dad bod. It's a thing of beauty, man.
Sonic grilled cheese double burger. It's a tasty life.
Back at AutoZone Park, where 901 FC has taken care of business, a 3-0 win over the Indy 11 in their regular season finale. We are joined by the man of the match, Laurent Kisiadou. Congratulations on a 50-point regular season, Laurent. How'd you feel this match went so well from the start tonight?
I mean, like I said, since the beginning of the season, a lot of people thought we came here to just play around. But like I said, we have a good group. And then, yeah, we keep working hard, and that's the result.
For you tonight, I know you had the ball a lot at your feet. How did this performance help you and help your team's confidence going forward into the playoffs?
I mean, it feels great for the group, like especially for me. The coach trusts me, he trusts everybody, so we're trying to put the work for him and then, you know, show the people what we can do.
Are you excited for next Saturday?
Of course, of course. Like, you know, we work hard for this place, and then I don't know, we go hard for that one.
Well, we're excited to see you against Charlotte on Saturday. Congratulations and thanks so much.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Laurent Kisiadou, the man of the match tonight from the Bluff City. How about the effort by the home side, Tim Van Horn?
Oh, it was terrific tonight. We saw Kyle Murphy do what Kyle Murphy does. We saw a little bit of flair with Drake Fortune's goal, and of course, solid performance by Laurent Kisiadou with a couple of assists tonight. And all in all, it was win-win for Memphis all across the board.
The possession numbers, I think, in the second half, a little bit less for Memphis 901 FC. They certainly seem to have control through the important parts of the match this evening. And it seemed like Memphis did everything tonight right in terms of preparing themselves for what they'll see against Charlotte coming up in the playoffs.
And even when they got the lead tonight, they ceded some possession, but the formation held very firm. They're very tough in the back four, but also Leston Paul and all the other sitting midfielders in front. Usually it's Dominic Oduro, but tonight you had actually a different cast of characters pitching in tonight. I think this team is battle-tested, and I think they are ready to take on Charlotte and whatever Charlotte may throw at them. I think it'll be a highly competitive match next week.
Thank you, sir. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been, wow, can you believe it? Historic season and even more history ready to be written.
Laurent Kisiadou, Ben Pierman, and 901 FC are on to the playoffs to take on Charlotte. It's been a fun one tonight as Memphis 901 FC takes the regular season finale with a 3-0 win. For Mark King, for Tim Van Horn, and the rest of our crew at AutoZone Park this evening, I'm Tyler Springs saying so long and congratulations, Memphis faithful. This has been a fun one.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.